He's like, did you say bad things about me? And I was like, yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a story that I've been wanting to tell you guys for so long now. The latest event of this story series, I should call it, happened about a month ago, but the story really starts all in all about a year ago. This story is quite a long one, so I want to get started right now. But before I do, make sure that you guys subscribe, like this video. We just hit 100,000 subscribers. I'm so excited. Also, like I said, this story started like a year ago, so it is a little bit on the longer side. So if you want to grab like a snack, pack a bowl, do something like that, feel free. Okay, so let's rewind like a year. It is the beginning of my junior year of college. I am with my friend, well, my ex-friend. She's kind of a bitch, so she's not my friend anymore, but it's a Friday night. We are dressed to the nines, looking beautiful, looking cute. I'm wearing that little dress that I wore in my hormone update video. If you haven't seen it, click on that little link right there and check out the dress I was wearing. Yeah, we were looking cute, feeling cute. And as you guys probably know from my last storytime videos, that never ends well. So the beginning of the story takes place in that same frat house from my last storytime video about a frat guy. So right away, this guy comes up to me and starts talking to me, and I don't know if it's like the drunk lenses or something, but I thought he was really cute. He had like a nice little red plaid shirt on, and yeah, I thought he was cute, so I kept talking to him. He ended up telling me that he was like the president or the vice president of the frat, and that he had seen me in the frat house before because as you guys know, I was kind of a frat hoe last year. I wasn't old enough to get into the bars, and so, you know, when you're not old enough to get into bars, you go to other places that you can get into, like frat houses. Said that he had seen me before and he thought I was really cute, and he recognized me as being a regular and thought that was really cool. He actually lived there, so he showed me his bedroom, he got me a drink, stuff like that. It was a closed drink. I'm very careful I don't take drinks from guys at parties unless they are closed drinks that I'm opening like myself. I keep catching up with him throughout the night. He keeps like coming up to me and like referring to me as his girl, like to his friends, stuff like that. But I'm not really paying him too much attention because I wasn't trying to like not party. I was there with my friend and I was there to have a good time, not, you know, sit in a room with this boy. So as the night goes on, we get more and more drunk, we keep talking, and things are going well. I start to really like this guy. I don't know, like I said, it might have been the drunk goggles because he really wasn't that cute, but I was having a good time and the conversation was good, so I just kind of like kept going with it, you know? Once the end of the night came around, my friend had called an Uber and was like, hey, I'm gonna be leaving soon, are you ready to go? And I was like, yeah, like starting to get my stuff together. And at this point, we were upstairs in the kids' room. Me and my friend and a few other people were all upstairs. He says to me, he's like, oh, well, you're not like staying? I thought we were gonna like hang out, you know what I mean? Like obviously wanting to like hook up with me. And I like look at my friend and I'm like, just like give me a minute, you know, like let me talk to him real quick. So we go to a different room, right? And I'm sitting there talking to him and I'm like, why do you like want me to stay? Like, I'm not gonna like have sex with you. Like, I'm not that type of person, blah, blah, blah. Like getting really like stupidly deep and like just getting like, it was just too much. But he's like, no, I just think you're really cool, blah, blah, blah. And like, at this point he had kissed me already. So he like was just like, I just want to like hang out and like, you know, see where things go, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like very forward. I was like, listen, first of all, I'm not having sex with you. And second of all, like, did you know that I'm transgender? Oh my God, if you could have seen the look on his face when I just like blurted it out like that. He was like, well, no. He was like, well, no, but I mean, that's cool. Like, that's fine with me. Like, and in that moment, he actually like came out to me a little bit, I guess. He was like, I'm actually like a little bit like bi-curious. So like, I'm part of the LGBT community. So like, it's cool with me, blah, blah, blah. Not even to say that you have to be like bi or bi-curious to want to be with a trans woman, because like, my boyfriend is a straight dude, like, I'm a girl, like, moving on. And he ended up being like, yeah, no, it's cool, like, I still really want you to hang out with me, blah, blah, blah. And so I did. I ended up staying there with him that night. Nothing, like, crazy happened. We, like, made out, we cuddled, stuff like that, smoked weed. He ended up driving me home at, like, 4 p.m. the next day, which was a Saturday. So, like, he was trying to party again, I was trying to party again. So staying till 4 p.m. was, like, a long time. And I thought, you know, we had bonded. I thought we were like getting to know each other, and I thought that things were, you know, maybe starting to progress into something more serious. Side note, I'm a frat guy. I'm a frat guy. Side note, I'm a dumb bitch. Don't let frat guys try to talk you into or persuade you into thinking that they want something more. They're fucking fuckboys. Walk away. Before he had dropped me off that day, we had actually made plans to hang out again that night. So I had texted him later on saying, hey, I'm going here with my friends if you want to come. And the first red flag of this whole story came when he texted me back and he's like, actually, I think I'm just going to hang out here tonight. Like the recruits. So like, cause he was the frat president, he had to stay for like the recruits or like the the pledges, they call them. I have to stay here for them. And I was like, we made plans to like go out. You said you would come out with me, blah, blah, blah. Like whatever, that like, it's not that deep. But I kind of just like let it go. Me and my friend go to this party, like we're drinking, stuff like that. And I get a text around like 1, like 12, like 1. He texted me and he's like, hey, like what's up? Like how's the party going? Like blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's good. I'm drunk. Like, oh, cool. Our party is like dwindling down. So if you want to like come over and smoke after, like that's cool. And I was like, I mean, yeah, sure. Like, why not? Like, again, I'm a dumb bitch. Don't do this. If a guy cancels on your plans and ditches you and says to have fun and he's doing something else, let him do his own thing. Do not fucking do what I did. Don't do what I did. So I ended up inviting him back to my dorm. This night when I got back, I was a little bit more drunk. So I texted him and I was like, listen, like you can still come over, but like I'm really drunk. So I don't want to make you think that like I'm going to want to stay up and like hang out. Like I want to go to bed. And he was like, no, it's cool. Like I'll come over and we can just like cuddle or something. And I was like, oh, cute. Like, okay. This is where fucking things start, like, oh my god, I don't even know. So he comes over that night, nothing really, like, happens, we go to bed, whatever. But in the morning, we're talking about, like, the night before, he ended up telling me that his friends from the frat house knew that I was transgender, and on the day after I first slept at, like, his dorm, or, no, his, like, the house, whatever, they had, like, asked him about me, and were like, oh, like, dick or vagina, just making stupid, petty jokes like that. And he was just very, like, casual. He was like, vagina. That's what kind of, like, got me hooked on him, if you want to say. Like, he told me that he had stood up for me and that he had, you know, told his friends, like, listen, like, I'm attracted to her. She's cool. Like, shut the fuck up. If you're a trans person, you know how this feels. And, yeah, I was feeling it. After he stood up for me, they were like, oh, okay. And just, like, kind of, like, backed off. And they were like, oh, well, like, she's still, like, 10 out of 10. Like, she's still hot as fuck. It's cool, like, blah, blah, blah. And just kind of, like, retreated into themselves. Like, I just think that's so interesting how, like, one person, literally one person can stand up for a trans person and it can impact this whole friend group of people. Just keep that in mind. The other thing that he told me in the morning that really set up a red flag that I, again, ignored was the fact that he had told me that he told his friends that he was going to get laid when he came over to my dorm that night. I very specifically said to him, I'm not having sex with you. I'm not doing this with you. I'm going to bed. So that really, like, annoyed me. I didn't tell him that it got to me. I didn't show that it got to me, but it did. Like, I kind of felt dirty at that point. I was like, oh, like, that's all I am to you is, like, a body. But, dumb hoe, I ignored it. Throughout this whole next week, we're, like, texting very, very minimally, Snapchatting, like, maybe once a day. And he's just, like, being really frat boy-ish. Come the next weekend, I get a text and he invites me back to the frat house because they're having a party, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like I shouldn't even keep saying it. Like, I am a dumb hoe. I made a lot of bad decisions. And this is just another one. I decided to go back to the frat house that next weekend. I go again next weekend with my friend, the same friend, actually. We're looking cute, all did up, you know, and we're in this party, right? He maybe talks to me like 3 times throughout the whole night. I can see him like talking to other people, playing games with people. And I'm just like awkwardly standing there, like turning down guys left and right because I think that I'm there with him, the literal like president of this frat. I didn't want to like, I don't know. Here I am like over here being like a nice little angel girl, like waiting for him to like notice me, pay attention to me. And he's just like not. End of the night, once everybody starts leaving, I'm obviously not leaving because I'm thinking that we're gonna like hang out. And he comes up to me and he's like, oh, like, what's up? Like, why the fuck are you still here? I just kind of sat there and I was like, I mean, like, I don't know, did you want to hang out or something? And he was like, yeah, we can hang out. I just like don't really like you like that, so I don't like lead you on. Wait, why the fuck did you invite me here? Obviously, a year later, I know why he invited me there. But in the moment, I was real sad and real confused and just, you know, heartbroken. So I grabbed my little purse. I looked around for a couple of my friends that were still there and I was like, are you guys going back to like Southwest where my dorm was? And I was like, okay, let's go. Like, let's get out of here. Let's stitch. And he was like, what do you mean? Like, you don't want to stay? I just wanted to let you know, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, bitch, no, bye. I'm like walking home. I'm like walking home at like 1 a.m. with a couple of my friends. A little drunk, real sad, and I get to my room and I just start like bawling my eyes out because I'm just so like heartbroken and I'm so upset, and I just think that it's because I'm trans, and I think that everything is because I'm trans, and like I'm never gonna be normal and I'm never gonna live a normal life or have a normal relationship with a guy and blah 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 blah. And I just kept spiraling. The next morning I come to my senses. I realized that I was being dramatic, to say the least. Text my friends, we talk smack about this kid, and I get over it. A few weeks later, my life is good again. I'm talking to different people, cuter people, better people. This motherfucker texts me again. He has the nerve to invite me back to a party. And guess what I said? Guess what I said to him? I said, okay. Hear me out, hear me out. The only reason I said okay was because I was like, listen, I'm over this kid. I don't care anymore. Like, I'm just gonna go stunt on him. Like, I'm gonna show him what he's missing. I'm gonna flirt with other guys. I'm gonna flirt with his best friends. Like, let's go. Like, let's play. And so, yet again, we get dressed up all cute, feeling real cute. We go back to this frat house, and there is this kid. This night was not like the other nights. I felt extra cute this night. I was wearing heels. I had like a little crop top on. Like, I was feeling real cute. And as soon as I walked in, I could like literally feel his eyes on me. I'm like walking up the downstairs, talking to people, ignoring him the best I can. And I feel a tap on my shoulder, and I turn around and he's like, oh, hey, Samantha, like, you look good tonight. I say thank you and then walk away, and like, I want to say a good couple hours later, I'm a little bit more drunk. Everybody there is a little bit more drunk. He comes up to me again and he's like, listen, can I talk to you? And I'm like, yeah, like, what's up? And he's like, no, like, can I talk to you, like, upstairs? And I'm like, okay. So I follow him upstairs in my cute little heels, walking by all the boys that were like, oh, dick or vagina. Oh, never mind. She's still 10 out of 10. Like, just being like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, how are you? We get to his room and he's like, listen, like, I've been thinking a lot, and like, I don't know, I've been talking to these other girls and they're always like trying to play me and they're always so mean to me, and I just keep thinking like, well, Samantha was never mean to me. Like, maybe I should have given her an actual shot, and like, I don't know, I just been feeling really like guilty and very regretful and like all this stuff. And I'm sitting there like laughing in my head, and I'm like, yeah, oh, that sucks, that's so bad. We go throughout the party and he's following me around and we're talking, and again, he's talking to people and being like, oh, why are you talking to my girl this, my girl that, all this stuff, bringing me drinks, like smoking me up, all this stuff. And he got me in my feels again. This kid got me in my feels again. I didn't end up staying that night because, you know, like, girl has standards. And I went home and I texted him the next day. I was like, listen, like, we can smoke, we can hang out, like, we can talk about it if you want. And so I was talking to him like, oh, so like, what do you want out of this? Because I'm thinking like from these conversations that he's having, like saying that like, oh, maybe I should have given you a chance. Maybe I should have this. Like, you were the only one that was nice to me, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking that this kid like wants to like pursue something more serious. So I'm talking to him as if he wanted that, you know what I mean? And I think that like scared him off or something like that, because he got really quiet all of a sudden, was like, I should leave, like I should go. And I was like, yeah, probably. That was pretty much the end of that. He stopped talking to me after that, and all was good for about a year. So fast forward about a year. It's about a month ago, right? I'm a senior in high school now. I go to the bars. I don't go to any more frat parties. I haven't seen this kid in a while, thank God. I'm over one of my girlfriend's houses and we are getting ready to go out. And I meet this new girl who is friends with my friend, and we're talking blah, blah, blah. And she goes to follow me on Instagram, and I go to follow her back. And I realize that she follows this kid. So I'm like, you follow him? Like, don't follow him. Like, he's not cool. Like, he's a fuck boy, blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, what do you mean? Like, he Snapchats me all the time, like, trying to, like, hook up with me, blah, blah. I'm like, ew, like, don't. So she's like, oh, really? Like, thank you. Like, thanks for telling me, blah, blah, blah. Let's Snapchat him. We take a picture, we Snapchat him, and about an hour later, I get a text from him, from this kid. He's like, did you say bad things about me? And I was like, yeah. He was like, I was good to you, blah, blah, blah. I was always nice to you, blah, blah, blah. And I guess I didn't answer for a few minutes or something, because he texted me again saying, ready for the paragraph, insinuating like I was angry typing out a paragraph, like me, but like literally I was just drunk as fuck, like eating a slice of pizza. I get this waiting for the paragraph text, and I'm like, who the F does this kid think he is? Like, I'm like, girl, come here, to this girl that, you know, the girl. And we send him a picture, and I just am like unbothered. And it's just a picture of us like flipping him off, whatever. And he goes off on me. He's like, fuck you, like I was always nice to you, like I don't even know what he says. Like, he just goes off. And I was like, dude, I literally didn't even say anything bad. Like, I just told, like, I was just like, oh, don't talk to him. Like, get over yourself. He's like, blah, 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 fuck you. Like, I was nothing nice to you. Like, have fun with your stupid life being a stupid trans. And, like, now you're blocked, bitch. And, like, blocked me on everything. As if, like, that was going to hurt me. Like, I haven't talked to you in a year, dude. Like, I'm really not trying to contact you. You texted me, like, block me all you want. You're just gonna have to unblock me next time you want to text me, like. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole story. He still has me blocked, I'm pretty sure. That is the story of the transphobic frat boy that did know that I'm transgender. I don't know what I'm gonna title this. It's kind of a weird story for sure, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me a lot. Make sure that you share this video, send it to your favorite friend that's been fucked over by a frat boy. But yeah, other than that, I will see you in the next one. Peace.